Hello to you all junior writers here on the campus of Hollenbeck Middle School. We would like to welcome you all once again to LPS News, to the STEM Magnet, Dream Academy, and of course, to LPS Magnet. A great big welcome to you all, and thank you for joining us for this broadcast. I'm Carvajal.
That's right. Welcome students, staff, administrators, and those that are beyond our school walls. Y por supuesto a todos quienes hablan español. Bienvenidos igualmente. Our goal here in LPS News is to bring you all the news that is important and relevant. I'm Dayami.
For our first story today, we go to the internet.
Wait, how do we go to the internet?
Well, what I meant to say is that we virtually go to the internet and look at social media. As we all know, social media has its pros and cons, and it's important we address some of those. On the internet, sometimes we see things that aren't meant for us. Some positives about social media is that we can call, message friends, family, and even have entertaining apps like Instagram, TikTok, and others. Let's see what some of our friends were able to share with us on the topic of social media.
Hi, this is Christian from LPS News with
Miss Nichols.
And the first question is, do you think you'll ever stop using social media?
Maybe one day, but I do use social media. So if it's taken away, I probably will, but I sort of enjoy it. So for now, I'll keep using it.
How do you think social media will change your community, or how will it will change it?
Well, I think social media definitely has an impact on our school community. I think that it can be a positive thing where, you share information and, you see how your friends are doing, all that good stuff. But it can also have a really negative impact. Sometimes kids use it to bully each other, and that's called cyberbullying, and that's really terrible. Also, some kids use it in an inappropriate way, I think. And I think it's really important for all our students to learn how to use it in a more positive way so that it, uplifts our school instead of making kids feel bad. So, yes, I think it definitely has an impact on our community.
And the last question is, how much time do you think you spend on social media?
Oh, I really try not to be on it a lot. So I would say about 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day. But, yeah, I try not to use it too long because I know that it'll really suck you in and it really does use a lot of time up. So I try to really limit my time on social media. Thank you.
This has been Christian Valencia with LPS News.
Hello, this is Andrea from LPS News, and today I'll be asking
Dakota, North or South?
questions about how she feels about social media. Your first question is, do you think you'll ever start using social media, and why?
Yeah, because some people can be really toxic on there, and I think it's bad for you're mostly on it all the time, and I think people need a break from it at some point because you become addicted, and yeah.
Your next question is, what do you think are the pros and cons of social media?
The pros, or the positive things, is that you could talk to people, you could post about your life, except for the negative ones. But you could post about where you go, like where you travel to, you can make friends on there. But the negative parts of it is people get bullied a lot on there, and I think it's bad for people's mental health, and it really messes them up. So.
And your last question is, which app do you use the most and why?
I think I use Spotify a lot because I like music.
Okay, thank you, Dakota. This is Jeff Korea from LPS News. Now back to you.
Social media can be entertaining, but if we don't use it responsibly, it can backfire. Many of those we interviewed use social media for completely different reasons. Some use it more than others. Social media can be great, but If it isn't used responsibly, it can affect you, those around you, and can even affect lives in a negative way. Remember, when you use social media, use it responsibly and maybe even try using it less.
That's some great advice. Perhaps this next story will give us an option to stop using social media so much. With the recent events in the sports world, we figured we should touch on the topic of sports. We wanted to find out what some of you thought about different sports and the involvement you have in them. Let's go to our reporters now.
Hello, I'm Jose from LPS News, and I'm here with.
This is Mr. Chavarria.
Do you play any sports outside of school?
Actually, good question. I do play sports. I'm in a soccer league. I've been doing that for about 20 years.
Do you think the sports benefit the school?
Sports are very beneficial to our school, to our youth, because I think it helps to develop their character. I also think that it helps to keep them out of trouble, keep them busy, make friends, and build character.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Evan Valbuena here with LPS News, and this is.
Mr. Will.
I got some questions for you. Do you think sports are beneficial for students?
I absolutely do. I feel like it promotes a healthy living.
What sport would you choose to play?
Soccer.
All right. This has been Evan Valbuena from LPS News. Back to you.
Hello, this is Irvin from LPS News, and today I'm here with
Matthew Aguilar.
Today we're gonna ask you some questions about sport. Do you think sports benefit you in school?
I think they do because not only do you have fun when you play sports, you also make friends, and then you can actually get a career out of it in high school. Not in high school, I'm sorry, college.
Okay, thank you. Do you play any sports outside of school?
Outside of school, I play soccer with a bunch of friends at a park. It's called Downey Park. There you go.
Okay, now back to you.
Hi, I'm Michael Gonzalez from LPS News, and I'm here with
Mr. Saman, PE teacher.
Why do you think people enjoy sports? Like, why do you think they like watching it?
Watching and playing. Playing because it's fun, competitive. You get some exercise, especially if you're outdoors with friends. Watching, I think, is fun also because it teaches you about the game and it helps you cheer for someone you're really rooting for. And if you're a sports fan, being at a game is probably more fun than watching it on TV.
What some sports do you prefer?
Growing up, I loved baseball. I loved wrestling. Of course, not WWE wrestling, like real wrestling. And I liked basketball. I'm starting to get into tennis and almost every sport, actually. I love watching football, but I never played football.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, this is LPS News, and I'm here with
Miss Montes.
What sport would you prefer to watch?
American football.
Okay. Do you think the sports benefit the school?
Sports in schools?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Okay. Thank you.
Some students and staff are on the fence when it comes to the types of sports they like to watch and like to play. However, all agree that being active is something that is positive for everyone. Perhaps we should put those phones down and pick up a ball or put on those tennis shoes and get out there.
Playing sports is a great way to improve our social lives. In fact, there are many here that have a very active and positive social life. We had an opportunity to speak to students about their social life and what they do during the afternoon. Let's see what students participate in, what hobbies and different activities they like to do, either in or out of school. Let's take a look.
Hi, this is Idelise from LPS News, and today I'm interviewing
Adrian Escobar.
What is your morning routine and night routine?
So I wake up, I brush my teeth, and then I change, and then my night routine, I take a shower, and then yeah.
Okay. What are 2 to 3 things you do after you're like done with your homework?
Sleep or listen to music.
And today I'm interviewing
Jaden Barajas.
So I'm gonna be asking you questions. And the first question is, what is an activity you do outside of school?
Sports and games.
Do you hang out with your friends outside of school?
Yes.
And how many times do you guys see each other?
Whenever we go to school.
Okay, thank you. News, and today I'm going to be interviewing
Evelyn?
what are two to three things you do after you're done with your homework?
Sometimes I like to dance because it's a little bit of exercise, so I play Just Dance, and then I play on my phone or just watch YouTube or Netflix.
Yeah, okay. And what's a goal you have outside of school?
To help my mom as much as I can because she's in a wheelchair, so I have to help as much as I can.
Okay, thank you. And I'm here with
Crystal.
Okay, so how is your social life outside of school?
I usually stay inside, like inside of my house, but I go to soccer practices.
The next question is, what are two to three things you do after you're done with your homework?
I usually check social media, and after I play with like my family.
And the last question is, do you hang out with friends outside of school? And if so, how regularly?
We usually try to like go out a few times every month, but sometimes like we cancel or like our parents can't let us. But I do.
This is Idalise from LPS News. Now back to you.
Thank you all for those interviews. How interesting to know that there were so many of you involved in different activities, both in and out of school. We are very excited to learn about how involved you all are. Keep up the good work, and if possible, try to record yourselves doing these activities. Who knows? If you share some of your footage, we may be able to put it in our broadcast next time.
That would really be great. For our next story, we focus on a room where we all have to go at some point throughout the day, and that of course is the restrooms. Have you ever wondered why there's an adult supervising us outside the restroom door, or why can't we take our backpacks inside the restrooms? We were also curious about this as well, so we went out to find out why is there we need to face things like this when we have to go. This is Naomi with LPS News, and I'm interviewing
Santiago Sanchez.
One question is, why do you think they close the restrooms after and before the bell rings?
I'm pretty sure they closed it because that one challenge. I don't know. I forgot what it was called, but like people like taking stuff in the restroom.
Why do you think we can't take our backpacks in the restroom?
Because like the same thing. Yeah.
Why do you think there's a supervisor outside?
Because some kids might be doing like I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, fighting. Yeah.
News. I'm here interviewing
Benjamin.
Why do you think they close the restrooms after and before the bell rings?
I think they close the restrooms before and after the bell rings, so kids don't skip class. Or that's what I think.
Why do you think we can't take our backpacks in the restrooms?
We most likely can't take our backpacks into the restroom because of the, what is it called, the devious lick trends, where kids go into, I don't know, they steal stuff from schools, usually the restroom.
Why do you think there's always a supervisor outside?
There might be a supervisor always outside the restrooms to make sure that nobody's like vaping in the restrooms or doing the devious lick trends.
This is Naomi with LPS News. Back to you.
From LPS News, and I'm here with Tatiana. So the first question is, why do you think there's always a supervisor outside waiting for us, like in the restroom?
I think it's because like the kids, like the girls in like the girls' restroom, they used to steal stuff, like the soaps and everything. So maybe they're just there because of
Just to
it.
watch?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't they let us take our backpacks in the restroom?
Because of like the stealing thing or like the thing off TikTok, and like also I think it's just that, and like also they don't want like girls like tagging and stuff in the girls' restroom.
Yeah, I've seen things. And then another question is, What do you think about the rule that you have to wait 10 minutes after and 10 minutes before class to enter the restroom?
I think it's like kind of bad or like not like a good rule because like some students like they don't have enough time to like pass and then use the restroom. So.
All right, that's true. All right, so thank you, Tatiana.
You're welcome, Emily.
We have the supervision that we do for a few reasons, but it seems like the main reason is for our own safety. Not only are we kept safe, however, we kept the whole school safe. Remember that next time when you have to go, there will be someone that helps us keep us safe.
Well, that's just great. I really don't know what to say after a story like that, other than that's good to know. Another good thing to know is that we here at LPS News are here for you. If you see us coming around on campus, please don't be afraid to share your opinion with us. Thank you again for tuning in to our news. We are glad to have you with us. I'm Carvajal.
That's right. Thank you for your time and attention. Once again, we encourage you all to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. If you want to share your PSA with us, please contact Mr. Aguilar as soon as possible. Thank you once again for your time, and remember, we are making you better students today and greater leaders tomorrow. I'm Diami.
No, we're good. It's gonna be funny.
Hello, this is Jose from LPS News, and I'm here with. He's a little bit shy right now, but it's okay. Why do you like to fly a lot? Okay, he's shy. Let's go, guys.
This was a pleasure. Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you.
All right.